Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Now and Then Some podcast with Robin and Kaylee. I'm your host, Robin.
And I'm your other host, Kaylee.
And here we talk about everything from now and then.
And then some.
That's right. And you got a new mic.
I got a new mic, so hopefully I'm sounding real nice out there.
Yeah, you can actually talk loud into that one because it's kind of far from you.
Your girl can finally get excited about things.
Can it get a little closer to you or no?
The angle's kind of funky, but hopefully that's okay.
Okay, we made it work.
We're here. Y'all are listening live as we're figuring this shit out.
And maybe next week I'll also have a new mic.
That's what we're hoping.
We ordered the wrong... There's only one input, so we got one mic this week. We'll have two mics next week.
It's complicated.
This is like,
it's tough out there.
Evolution. This is phase like 4.5. We'll get
I
there.
think by phase 10, we're really going to be
phase
cooking.
10. I mean, it is episode 25, 10 phases. I think that's a good number.
Yeah.
All right, great. Well, what are we going to start with this week, Kales?
Well, we talked about the fun game of MASH last week
That's
for our
right.
and then.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we've got to do each other's MASH game to start it out this week.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. So we went through and we've got these categories and we each put two of our own and then the other person got to fill in the other two for each category.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to pause right here while I grab a pen. All right, so as we know the rules of MASH, we're going to draw the little spiral and then the other person's going to say stop. So I'm going to start drawing a spiral.
Okay. Stop.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we want to do mine and then do yours?
No, same time.
Okay. I'm going to start drawing now.
Stop.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, here we go. So
actually 7. Sorry.
Oh,
I forgot the little middle swirl.
Mm-hmm.
7.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, sorry about you. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, dang it. Oh, I forgot the M-A-S-H. Oh, well, I'll do that next time. 3, 4, 5, 6. Dang it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dang it. I have some really fun answers for you, Kaylee.
Oh, God. I'm scared. Dang. I'm upset over here.
Dang it.
I got your hubby.
I just crossed out goat cheese taster.
Oh, thank God. Thank you, Jesus.
Oh, you're going to love this. This makes no sense. This is a wacky life you live.
Okay. I'm almost there.
Okay.
Okay. One more to get. Okay.
All right, you ready for yours?
Yes. What is my life looking like, Robin?
Okay, Kaylee, you live in a shack.
No.
You're such a minimalist.
That's such a tough start. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. You are married to CT.
Life is good. Never mind. I live in a shack with CT
Yep.
all day.
You're a librarian.
Interesting choice.
You got to be quiet.
But I love reading, so it could
There
be
you
worse.
go. Okay, you have 4 kids
I love that.
with CT.
I'm loving it. Loving it.
Y'all live in Lake Jackson,
Lake Jackson, LJ, baby.
and you drive a Lambo,
Oh, in Lake Jackson,
and it's blue,
We will stand out.
a blue Lambo,
Okay.
and your vacation home is in Greece.
Love. I could deal with that life.
Okay.
All day.
Okay, you do mine, and then we'll say the other answers that we had written down for
Okay.
each other that didn't get chosen.
Deal. Okay. So you also live in a shack.
Great.
And your hubby, as it should be, is Nate.
Nice.
Yeah. So that worked out for
That
you.
worked out. That's my actual husband.
Yes. Her actual
case y'all were
husband
wondering.
won on this paper as well. And then job, you're a TV show host.
Yes.
Which would be perfect for you, honestly.
Perfect.
But you've got 6 kids, so
Oh,
you got to crank
yikes.
out 4 more real quick, Robin.
Okay, I'll get right on that. Right on top of that, Rose.
And then you live in New York City.
Okay.
The Big Apple.
Been there, done that.
Which you've done. So apparently you wanted to go back.
Okay.
In this life.
Okay.
But you're driving a minivan because you have 6 kids.
Oh, right.
A white minivan. at
Oh,
that.
no, not the...
It's rough.
The creeper minivan.
Yeah, the creeper minivan with 6 kids in the back, that is sketchy.
And how do you live in a shack in New York City?
I don't know. Can't tell you. Because you could live in a shack in Lake Jackson, but I don't know about New York
it's
City.
in Central Park.
And your vacation home is in Greece.
We have vacation homes together.
So we probably vacation together to Greece.
Yeah, and our shacks are next door, just in different cities.
Yes.
Great. Great. Okay, your alternative husbands were, you put JJ Watt.
Duh.
I put Johnny Bananas.
Oh.
And Dave Portnoy.
Dave Portnoy. Could you imagine?
For your jobs, I put librarian and goat cheese taster, which I was bummed about that. Kids, I put 7 and 12.
Wow.
City, I put Alaska and Austin.
Okay.
Car, I put VW Bug and a school bus.
Wow.
Vacation home, I put Antarctica and Mars.
Okay.
And color of car, I put hot pink and rose gold.
Love it. Okay, so your alternative husbands, I put Channing Tatum and Vince Vaughn.
Oh, so you were nice.
I was a lot nicer than you were. That's for
Whoops.
sure. Job, I put funeral director.
Oh, no.
And Broadway singer.
Okay.
And then for kids, I put 5 and 6.
Okay.
Location, I put New York and Las Vegas.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. Car, I put Ferrari and minivan.
Nice.
The complete opposites, and you hit minivan. Colors for the car, I put yellow and white.
Okay.
And vacation home, I had put Colorado and Maine.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
that was fun.
Yes.
I'm going to do this every week.
maybe every now and then we do another game of MASH just to see where we're at.
Yeah. I hope we inspired the folks at home to play MASH more often.
Yes. Or if you have the kiddos and they don't know what we're talking about, make a little fake life for them. Be fun.
Sounds good.
Okay. So we also have an announcement for next week. We will be starting a brand new segment. So Robin and I always talk about, you should watch this, our recommendation here, or maybe our and then is an old movie. So we're going to actually make it a rule where we each bring, I would say, a movie or like a documentary that's shorter, like a few episodes that we have to watch that week, because the next week we have to bring back our thoughts on that thing and be ready to give you a new pick.
What's the consequences of not watching the thing?
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. We'll think on that.
We'll think on that. We'll come up with something fun that's...
How about we put out a question thing on Instagram and y'all can tell us what you think the other person should
The punishment should be if you don't watch what you're supposed to watch that week.
Yeah.
I love that.
Okay.
Okay, so my pick for you to watch before next week is, in honor of Traitors, Spy Kids.
Spy Kids I've seen.
Have you seen all of them?
Probably, because it was filmed here and my kids were kind of into it for a while.
I didn't know that. I was thinking you hadn't seen it because it was my childhood.
No, it was filmed here. Like, I kind of...
I have a list. Don't worry.
The kid in my high school is that guy's stepson. Remember? So yeah, my kids were obsessed with it for a while.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me pull
And all like the spinoff
let me pull up my list.
cartoon.
Oh. Okay. Have you seen... We might have to cut this part out.
Okay.
Because that's the problem, is like I'm going to bring stuff, but if you've seen it, I don't know.
That's okay.
The Lizzie McGuire movie.
Never seen it.
That's going to be mine for this week.
Okay.
You have to watch the Lizzie McGuire movie, and you can watch it with your kids, so it makes it a little easier on you.
Okay. It's just convincing them that that's what we're watching.
Or you watch it by yourself.
Or I say, GTFO, I'm watching this movie.
You'll enjoy it by yourself.
I'm glad to watch that because I feel like it gets referenced a lot in the trivia and things like that. So
Just trying to help you out here, Robin.
Thanks.
It'll change your life.
Okay, good. And that mine that'll change your life is the same one I talked about last week, Practical Magic.
All right. I shall be watching, and we'll be reporting back next week.
All right. Should we name this segment something?
Yep, and we'll come with that next week because I don't have it off the top of my head.
We were really concerned with the new mic.
So prepared.
So prepared.
But this is the new segment, and we'll have a name, and we'll have the punishment figured out.
Okay. I like that. Nice and organic.
Great. Okay, I think that was it. That's all I had.
Okay. Should we head to the and then?
To the and then.
Okay, my and then is, I'm wondering if you remember your elementary school song.
Somehow, at 30 years old, I do remember my elementary school song.
Somehow at 37, I still remember mine. So let's sing them for the people.
Okay, you go first.
Okay.
Because I need to make sure I've got mine right in my head.
So my elementary school that I went to, really, it's strange that I remember this one because I only went there for half of kindergarten.
Okay.
And then I went to Forest North for the rest of my elementary school. Yeah. But my sister is 3.5 years older. So maybe it's because she was at that elementary school all the way leading up to me being in kindergarten. I could be misremembering it too, but I remember every word. Okay?
Okay, go.
Summit eagle soaring, soaring to excellence. Summit eagle soaring, good in all we do. Wait, you're supposed to be doing motions.
Oh.
Boys and girls together, cheerful, brave, and true. Here's to the blue, here's to the white, here's to excellence.
Okay. Here we go. Some interpretive dancing.
So shout out Summit Eagles.
Wow, that's pretty good, Robin. Mine's like very short and not so, I'm not about to put on a real singing voice because, oh wait, I don't have one. Okay. So the elementary school that I went to is Elizabeth Nay Elementary School in, you guessed it, Lake Jackson, Texas.
Mule. Nay.
Yeah. Okay. And here's our song as I remember it. I could be messing up a couple things.
Okay, I'm ready.
The name of our school is Elizabeth Nay. We're proud of the things that make us great. We're honest, trustful, striving for the best. We're helpful, friendly, passing every test. That's my school song.
Great.
And I have a funny thing to say about it because I knew we were going to talk about it on the podcast. And so I had texted my sister and Kelby and Bailey in our little group text. And I was like, I need to know if y'all remember this because I'm going to sing it on the pod. And I was kind of late at night. And so Bailey was like, I don't think I remember this. Can you sing it? And so I did like an audio message, singing it. And Bailey was like, oh my God, that like unwoke like a vague memory in my brain. But like, I don't remember it. Kaylee, how do you remember this? And Bailey's like 5 years younger than me.
Yeah.
And then Kelby and Sis didn't respond that night. So then in the morning I wake up and Sis said, oh my God, I never knew that I would wake up to Kaylee singing our elementary school song this morning. That's amazing. And Kelby said the same thing. And she was like, how are you remembering this? Like,
they need to make it like your ringtone.
Like Sis remembers it.
Yeah.
But Kelby and Bailey are like, I don't understand how you remember it. I'm like, I don't know. It just is in my brain. Mm-hmm. So that was a little funny thing that happened. But elementary school songs, that's our and then.
There we go.
It's pretty good.
Uh-huh.
All right. You want to go to the now?
Let's go to the now.
Okay. Okay, so we're re-recording this part because an update came out around Kate Middleton and we recorded some funny stuff.
Now that would be insensitive to use.
Yes, now we would be assholes.
Yes.
So it has been announced. Kate has come out and released a video saying that she has cancer.
That is so sad.
That they found cancer during her surgery and she's going to be undergoing chemotherapy. So all the memes, all the funny things.
We all feel like assholes.
We all do.
And we wish her the best.
Yes, we do. So hopefully she heals fully, heals quickly, and everything is okay. But that has just been announced, fresh announcement. Yep. So we felt like we needed to come back on here and re-record that so y'all were all up to date. And so we didn't talk about anything insensitive.
Yep. And we will carry on with the now. Speaking of royalty.
Ah, yes. So we've talked about it on the pod. It's back, baby.
Yeah, it is.
The House of Dragons trailers,
plural,
dropped because season 2 premieres on June 16th.
So exciting. That's really just around the corner.
I'm really excited because now I'm like, okay, I'm going to wait maybe a few more weeks and do a rewatch of season 1 right before season 2.
I definitely need a rewatch. I was watching these two, there's the Team Black trailer and there's the Team Green trailer. Yes. And I was rewatching them so that I would pick a side. And I had to keep being like, who the heck is that? Who the heck is that? Who the heck is that? I kind of remember them. So definitely going to need a rewatch. And it's just going to make me want to rewatch Game of Thrones. Like, it's going to be a whole thing.
Yeah, which again, I've been talking about doing, but I haven't committed to it yet, but it could happen. So Team Black is obviously, you've got Rhaenyra and Daemon, and then Green, you've got Alicent and the Hightower family, which I'm Team Black all the way. And if you say Team Green, as they like to say, get the fuck out.
In what world? In what world would I be Team Green?
Yeah, I don't know. But apparently people are.
Wow.
I was like scrolling the comments. Most
like the
people,
bad guys.
Like, I'm sorry, I'm cheering for her to bang her uncle. Don't ask me why, but I am.
Yeah, sorry. That'd be like being Team White Walkers.
Yeah, I don't know. People are though. It was like I would say probably like 70% Team Black, and I saw like 30% Team Green. So I'm really excited. The trailers were very ominous. I mean,
I would have liked them to be a little bit longer, but they were really good.
They were really good.
Yeah.
Dragons galore. We all know how season 1 ended. I won't spoil in case you haven't watched.
Yeah.
Craziness. So if you haven't watched, I highly, highly recommend watching season 1.
Yeah, and you don't need to have watched Game of Thrones to enjoy House of Dragons.
No, you don't. Yeah. So highly recommend watching before season 2 premieres on June 16th on Max, and I'm freaking pumped.
Yep.
Okay. So Robin, let's talk about how you got bamboozled.
Bamboozled. I really did. So after we filmed last week's episode, I was listening to another podcast. They were also recapping their reunion, and they said, oh, did you know there's going to be a Love is Blind All-Stars? And then they started talking about it, and no way, like that doesn't make any sense because they would recognize each other's voices, whatever. Then they're like, no, they put out 2 teasers on their Instagram. And so I go to their Instagram, and there are 2 teaser videos there that show Bartice,
not Barstool,
Marshall, Micah, which I was like, how is she on Perfect Match and this? And then come to find out, you sent me something about 5 days later.
Yeah, so Robin tells me there's a Love is Blind All-Stars, and I'm like, I haven't seen anything on that.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty in the know on this kind of
Yeah.
stuff. I was like, no, Robin, I didn't really see. Okay, really? Or sure? Because if there is, I'm excited. But like, are we sure? And then an article pops up and on my phone, and it's like, everyone got bamboozled. And then I sent her the article, and she's like, what?
Yeah, so apparently they were seen together. So people were putting 2 and 2 together that they were all seen in the pods. So they returned to the set of the pods, and they were filming an ad for a Love is Blind cupcake wine, like the brand Cupcake, which is garbage.
Also, Robin, how in the world
I know.
would they do a Love is Blind All-Stars?
I know.
Please explain that to me.
I don't know.
Okay.
I was just excited about it. But the bottle's gold, and then you can buy the gold goblets or whatever, which apparently they sell at Walmart as well. So
cool.
maybe we need to do a taste test.
Yes, maybe so.
So I got bamboozled. But in looking up and reading about the bamboozlement, I saw that there is going to be confirmed, maybe, a Love is Blind UK.
Now, I will say I saw it too, so I trust this one
Okay.
a little bit more because I did see this. So
Did you see when it was supposed to come out?
no,
Okay.
I don't remember a
I
date.
want to say June.
Yeah,
May or June.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember a
Yeah.
date. But that's exciting.
That is
I
exciting.
will be tuning into Love is Blind UK.
Yeah.
Because I love Love Island UK. So
Right.
let's get a little Love is Blind UK in here.
Good stuff.
The last topic we have on the now is very serious, disturbing, but
Yeah.
I feel like it's everywhere. So I know you haven't watched yet.
I don't know if I'm going to, if I'm honest with you, because I've
Yeah.
heard so many people talk about it on the various podcasts that I listen to that I just don't know if, like, well, everyone's saying it's really good. They recommend
We're talking about Quiet on Set,
Yeah, we're
by the
talking
way,
about
the
Quiet on Set.
documentary.
the documentary about Nickelodeon back in the day and the Amanda Show and all the pedophilia and just disgusting behavior by adults and all the stuff that happened afterwards. So I've heard it's really well made, really messed up
Yep.
and sad.
Yep.
And I just don't know if that's
What you want to watch?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually wild. And, you know, Drake Bell came out on there and told his story, which was one of the worst things I've heard. That they talk about like other people in the industry that didn't come on the documentary, but they talk about what they saw.
Yeah.
They went through it talking about Amanda Bynes being one of them. Yeah, it's really, really disturbing. It's really sad that this is the world we live in and there's so many screwed up people. And it's really sad that we live in a world where they take advantage of children that way.
Yeah.
One of the biggest networks. And
It's so messed up.
it's extremely disturbing. So
Like closed set, parents not allowed on set, asking female executives to do some wild stuff. Yeah, getting a little too chummy with the very young people, young actors or, you know, participants of the shows that they were working on. And didn't the bad guy, what's it, Dan
Schneider.
didn't he do some kind of interview?
Yeah, so yeah, he came out in response to this documentary to do an interview, and pretty much it was him just making a bunch of excuses.
I mean, that's just nonsense. Like,
Yeah.
why is this man allowed to roam the earth?
Great question, Robin.
It's so messed up.
I don't get it. So
I'm sure it happened a lot more than anybody's aware of back in the day. And of course, it's still going on today, but there's a lot more, you know, regulations and laws in place to keep those types of things from happening. I'm sure it happens, but back then, shit was just the Wild West.
yeah, I just feel like that industry, there's a lot of really messed up people.
Yeah.
And we're finally seeing some of it come out now,
Mhm.
which is really sad, but I would say like good in a way of like
Right.
these people are getting exposed of like how messed up it really is in that industry.
And people are able to feel like there's
They
a safe
can
enough
come
space to tell
forward.
their story and
Mhm.
hopefully like start healing from that trauma because my God.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know. Should I watch it?
It's going to make your stomach hurt.
Yeah.
So up to you. I just felt like I wanted to mention it because it is everywhere right
Yeah,
now,
it
and
is.
it's a big topic, and it's very, very sad. But it unfortunately is the world we live in.
Yep.
So
Yep.
all right, I think that's it for the now.
Okay.
And we're going to Rex.
Let's go to Rex. Okay, so my rec. Remember when you said soup?
Yes. Good times.
A long time ago?
Yep.
So my rec is in that same vein, but very different. It's
Okay.
It's kind of 2 parts. So the first part is hire yourself a house cleaner.
I would totally agree with that statement.
If you're like me and maybe you did it once, maybe twice, and you're thinking, ugh, it'd be really nice to have someone come regularly, just do it.
Mhm.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself. So do you have your house cleaner on a set schedule?
Every month.
Okay.
We choose the day, like when the week's coming up, we'll text about it.
Yep.
But this is the third month in a row. A few days ago was the 3rd month in a row that she's come.
Mhm.
And things have been hectic. And the first 2, I did what I've done in the past, which is clean my entire house like crazy.
Right.
This time, I just had too much going on. It was too hectic, and I didn't want to overexert myself. And, I picked up, tidied up.
Yep.
But I didn't go crazy. And it was the same result.
Yes.
Same amount of money, pretty
Yep.
much the same amount of time.
Yep.
And the same result without me going overboard beforehand
Totally.
and, making myself crazy about it, making my family crazy about it, because the whole point is that they're coming to clean. So I think that a lot of us have that tendency, though, at least women that I know, will clean like crazy before the house cleaner comes and does what you're paying them very good money to do, by the way.
Yes.
So that is my rec. Don't clean your house before you have someone clean your house.
I don't have like a set schedule. It's usually like once a quarter. Every few months I have a house cleaner come. And it is just the nicest thing to come home to a wonderfully clean house. But yeah, I will pick up my stuff before, but I don't clean anything.
Yeah.
I just pick up my stuff.
Yeah.
I let them do all the cleaning.
Yes.
And it's lovely. So
It's the best.
I agree with that rec.
Yep. So that's my 2-part rec. Get yourself a house cleaner.
Yeah.
Don't clean before they clean.
Love it.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
So mine, I'm going to take it back to TV show movie land. I've got a 2-parter as well.
Nice.
So my first part is I started a new show,
Okay.
Kingdom,
Love.
the MMA show with the one and only Nick Jonas, baby.
And he's so good.
Yeah, he was 21 when he was acting in the show, which is wild because he's just a little baby.
Woo.
Yes. Little cutie pie, Nick
MMA
Jonas.
Fighter. You can just put 2 and 2 together there.
Little cutie pie, Nick Jonas in the show. So it's called Kingdom. It's on Peacock. It also has this guy, Frank Grillo, I think is how you say his last name, as the main guy, Alvy.
Yep.
And I'm not going to spoil anything, but I do recommend the show. It's a very good. I will say it does get a little dark. I've only finished season 1.
Yeah.
There's 3 seasons. I finished season 1. It does get a little dark.
It gets a little hard to root for them at times because they don't portray them as, they're not anti-heroes, they're not heroes, they're just humans.
I will say this, like I watched Shameless and it was like that too. Like it's dark. It's hard to root for any of them.
I stopped watching Shameless for that exact reason.
See, I love Shameless.
Yeah.
But it does get dark and it's hard to root for them. Totally.
Yeah.
So I think it's the same vibe for this show.
I never finished Kingdom probably because subconsciously that was my same vibe.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it wasn't fantastic.
I'm loving it so far. I'm season 1 finished. I'm going to continue on.
It's so good.
I will finish it because I can't start a show and not finish it. I'm just not one of those people.
I watched it during the pandemic, so yeah.
Okay.
It was like, okay, now let's watch something happier. Love is blind.
I hear you. So that's my rec. But my second part to that is because I watched Kingdom, and the main guy is Frank Grillo, who's also in a MMA movie that I love.
So he only plays MMA fighters?
Yes, literally. I was like, wait, this is the same guy. So Warrior is the movie. Have you ever seen it?
No.
Oh my God, Robin.
I never even heard of it.
No, Robin. This movie is so good. Like, I feel like it's so underrated. A lot of people have never even heard of it. And it is literally A1 amazing. Tom Hardy. Mm-hmm. Tom Hardy in his like best, beastiest.
Heck yeah.
Muscliest.
Now I feel like I have 2 movies I have to watch before next week.
I'm telling you. And
that'd be funny if people respond to our Instagram story and they're like, why don't you call it Rex?
But it's Rex. It's Rex.
We have to report back.
It's a Rex with a promise.
Yeah.
Rex with a promise.
Rex with a promise.
There's the name. I don't know.
Because we will report back next week on the other ones. We have to report back
and talk about it.
Right.
Each other's. Yeah. Anyway, Warrior. Get Nate. Watch it. He'll love it. You'll love it. It is
It's good.
It's so good. So I'm watching the show. It's got Frank Grillo in it, who's also in Warrior, and it just makes me want to watch Warrior again, even though I've seen it a million times. But it is in my top sports movies, I would say. And you know me, I love sports movies. Warrior, such a good movie. So 2-part, Kingdom, Nick Jonas, Warrior. It's on several streaming platforms to watch. So there's my 2-part rec.
Okay, great. Well,
I think that's all we got.
I think that's it for this week. Make sure to check us out on all the things.
Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TikTok, Instagram.
Yeah.
Did I name them all? Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
Check us out there.
And we will see y'all next week.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.